Coming up on Empower with Tristan Canfor-Dumas.
You should understand that God knows what He's doing. You know, like sometimes God may allow bad things to happen to you just to nurture or mold you. It doesn't necessarily mean He's the one doing it to you, but it's just all for like your reason and growing up. So yeah, and this place is also very dangerous. That's the second one. Heart naturally, I realize, is evil.
Our heart is naturally evil.
Oh yes. You see, some people say you have to teach them the right thing, but being a human being myself, I can say that knowing the right thing doesn't necessarily mean you do the right thing. It just knows what you should be seen doing. You understand?
What you should be seeing.
What you should be seeing. It's calculations. With Ghana, I mean, the biggest problem is definitely
Hello. Welcome. My name is Tristan, and I'm here to empower you to elevate your lives. Today, we have a very, very special episode. I'm here with my boy, Papa, and we're just going to have a very insightful conversation. So, without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy. But most importantly, take notes. Papa, welcome. Welcome to the show. How are you feeling today?
I'm good.
I'm
good.
Yeah,
I'm feeling good.
So, for people who don't know you, do you mind introducing yourself to the family?
Okay, so my name is Papa Kwaku Opoku Afari. Yeah, that too. Most people ask me why I don't know the answer. Just take it like that. I'm Tristan's junior by 1 year, going to my final year in SOS. Love to play sports, basketball, American football, swim, lacrosse.
Lacrosse. Where did lacrosse come
You
from?
didn't know. I was taking everything that was right.
Lacrosse.
I'm telling you.
Yo, whoever knows what lacrosse is not part of my repertoire.
You don't know lacrosse. That's Then I forgot the name. That thing when you run, you have to do this thing, like the ball thing. Oh, technique's the inside. You don't worry. What else called? Yeah. If I talk about subjects, standard things about yourself. I like computer science, math. Most people don't like math.
Boy is smart.
Oh, nothing
Boy,
like that.
boy
Nothing
is
like that.
smart.
Nothing like that.
That'd be
I
hard.
also like clothes. I like clothes a lot.
I can see you for
I like clothes a lot.
This guy's coming to try and do levels, bro.
Oh,
this guy
all black. Levels no day.
This guy did levels, so no. This guy is doing levels. He's showing us levels.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my days. Anyways, I've known Papa for quite a few years. I met him, was it 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Around that time. And I mean, in the beginning, it was a very interesting story. Like, at first, I kept confusing this guy with some guy called Zachary. Like, I kept calling him Zachary. Like, I just said that, like, he just looks like a Zachary to me. You can verify that in the comments if he looks like a Zachary.
Not true.
I still think, but he looks like Zachary.
Not true.
So yeah, basically, I kept calling the guy Zachary. And then at some point, I don't know how it started, but then I just started asking the guy questions like, not like on some random questions like, oh, Jimmy questions, but like on some, oh, where are you from? Or like, okay, wait, hold on. I can see that this guy, okay, I don't know if he wants to get into that hole, but basically when I met him, he's not how you see him right now. He was a little
Making
bit.
it sound like I was dying or something.
It wasn't dying, but yes, we're all going through a process of growth. And funny enough, the two of us, our journeys kind of we merged. So it's like I met him at a time when I was also going through my own growth, and the two of us kind of bonded over that. There was a lot of difficult mornings and difficult nights, conversations.
Yeah, okay, you have to add that part. Making it sound. Chill out, boy.
No. Like, for real, no, because we also used to go and play basketball in the morning. He's one of the people that play basketball with. So I've been how do I say it? I've had a first row seat to see his growth and to see his whole journey as a human being. And one of the first areas of his life where I saw that growth happen was when it comes to books. When I met this guy, he did not like reading books at all.
He still don't.
And to this day, he will never give me the credit for it. But I put him on. We put him on. We put him on to the books. So Papa, what was the starting point? When did you realize that books had power, or books were able to actually help you in your situation?
Well, okay, so growing up,
Yeah, fix the microphone. Just bring it down small.
I got you. Okay, so
Sure.
growing up, like the only book, of course, I've already touched. You know, I'm a Christian, so only book I touched was the Bible. You know, all the other school books like it's English. I'll go and find play, go and find movies. I can't read the books, so like I don't know. Like I felt like, when I came to SOS, obviously I felt like something was missing. I didn't want to come to the school if they see this chayawa, but yeah. So I was already upset and stuff, and like I never like books, but like I like movies. But I realized like at a point, a book is like a movie. Just that like I have to imagine the scenes in a way. It's like I have to take the words and like imagine the movie scenes myself. Obviously, like I want like the first proper book I remember reading.
Okay.
My fault.
Yeah.
My fault.
We gotta get you.
You see, like I want to look at the camera, like, nah, okay, you wait.
So you
Hold
okay,
up.
you're like you just lower the microphone. Just lower the thing like this. Just bring it down.
Nah,
Bring-
isn't it cool right now?
It's cool.
Yeah,
Are you fine like this?
yeah, I'm cool.
You cool like that? Okay.
I'm
So
chill. Why was I like?
yeah, you were like stretching a little bit. Like you were like this. You're speaking like
Alright,
this, and like I can't really hear that. So
Okay,
just be mindful of that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, the over here.
So I have to look at it.
Yeah, those are the they're watching. They're over here.
Got you. Okay, so what was I even saying? The first book I ever read was, I found it somewhere. But you'll see, you give it to me. It's not true. I found it lying down. That's the truth, no matter. Some book called Attitude is Everything. That's like the first proper book I read. You show me.
Yeah, so where do you find the line around? I have a question. Where do you find it?
Okay, so I was in the Spartan hostel now in Limpopo. So
Okay.
one day I walked into Palava Hut
Okay.
after job. You know, I always job. Can ask also teacher verify that. It's finally laying in there, Palava Hut on the table. I was like, oh, Vim, let me just pick it up and go and read. Then miraculously, it happened to be his. I was like, okay.
Oh, so you just saw it in the Palava Hut. and you
It
did-
wasn't my fault.
Do you know what actually happened?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Literally, what literally happened was that I looked through my books and I said, yo, this book can help you. Read it. The guy told me, I don't read books. I don't do that. Just give it a chance. Just read the book. You read the book. You know what happened after that? But guy went to go and buy another book for himself, his own copy.
Hey, people remember stories differently. That's what I'm saying. But so I read the book and I was like, okay, I'm a basketball fan. I like basketball. The stories of a basketball guy who was like number one best ranked basketball player in the country at his high school times. I don't know if he was in Kobe's class. He was around there. Like he was like all American, everything. One of the best ballers there was. And like NBA draft day came. He was playing college ball. He didn't get drafted. Never understood why. His name is Keith Harrow. He's like 6'6". Can search him up, you'll see. Then he was going through his life, you know, feeling like a failure. Like, I've worked my whole life to be the best basketball player in the world. And I didn't even get drafted into the NBA. So it's like, bro, what's going on? And then you walk through, people will be asking him, aren't you supposed to be in the NBA? Look at that one guy seeing the NBA. He's just like, so like, he's feeling down and like useless. But then one key thing I took from this book was perspective. Like, I got a lot of perspective from this book. Like, it showed me that like everything comes out of how you see it. So like this guy, of course he entered a state of depression like 2 years. Like he even tried being a painter. Like he was just doing random things. Like he thought he had wasted his life. He put all his cars in one basket, all his eggs in one basket. Did all his cars, nothing happened. So the guy thought and said, maybe I can use the skills I've learned. Like he was the captain of his basketball team. Use the skills I've learned to like apply for jobs I wouldn't normally get, but you know, nothing will hurt from trying. And I don't want to narrate the whole story, but like long story short, like in the end, he went through interviews. People who interviewed him were so surprised at the type of man he was. Even though he didn't have the normal education other people had, he had the traits that they were looking for, something that like made them remember him, that caught his attention. So then he ended up getting a job, big companies. Then to this day, he's written books. He's inspiring people to not. Sometimes life goes sideways. You see, like bad things happen in life. So when bad things happen, you gotta see it as like something's pummeling down on you, or you're now just learning, or not learning, but like maybe the devil's trying to slow you down because he knows where you have the potential to be. So a bad thing has happened. Now you have to see how you can work around it, take it, and become better. You know, turn lemons into lemonade, things like that.
And I want to ask you, if you're talking about perspective, has there been a situation where you yourself, you've realized how big a change of perspective has been in your own journey? Like I want a story that's related to that. Story.
Some people sound the best storyteller in the world, you know.
Okay, you
Like-
see another thing about Papa.
like-
Papa will gas himself.
I'm
Papa
just
will,
telling you, some
Papa will
people
tell
say,
you like, actually, if these guys want to like start cooking, be like, yeah, you know, like I even taught Gordon Ramsay how to cook.
Type
If,
stuff.
if you start to drive, be like, you know, I taught Lewis Hamilton how to drive.
type
Like,
stuff.
No, you didn't, bro. You did. This guy.
I'm telling you facts. Like, whether you want to believe it or not, like, onto you.
This guy thinks he's he's
On
the
to you.
Don. Like,
But yeah, see now, let me give you a little story time. All right, so listen, yeah. Like, okay, so some may know, about my first year in school. I think it'll be like a little bit over 2 years now. We had some basketball competition called IBL. Then we won the first game. After the first game, one day I was coming home to my room. There was some like immense pain in one of my left legs. I said one of my left. Eesh.
one of your left legs. Hey, Chinese.
in my left leg. You feel me?
Yo,
my left leg.
just bring the microphone down small, like
Down
put it
why it's
small.
too up or
Yeah, it's up.
this thing be
Uh-huh,
serious
bring it
tactics.
down. Yeah, if you get out correct,
Be
but
serious
just
tactics.
do it sharp.
I got you.
Okay, it's cool.
It's cool now.
Yeah, I think
Okay, yeah. So
you had the pain inside your left leg. Uh-huh. Yo, what happened? Yo, hey.
okay, yeah, I had the pain inside my left leg. And I thought it was normal, like a normal muscle pull or something. Maybe my quad has like pulled or something. So I tried to just walk it off. Then as I was walking to the courts, it just go worse and worse and worse. I was like, Charlie. So next I know, you know, in the back of a car going to hospital. Doctors checked me out, told me nothing was wrong. I was like, okay, maybe it's just in my head. So I go back to school 3 days later. You know, next few days of school. Then the pain starts coming again, like repeatedly. And I'm there, I'm like, yo, this is not normal. So like, I tell my mother, I tell my dad. Then they decided I should come home for like a long time to rest. Because that's what the doctor suggested. Because obviously they didn't find anything wrong. When I came home, I went to like several different hospitals, different opinions. Like, then keep on scanning my legs, seeing what's wrong, what's up. And these people tell me that, oh, one of my, what's it called? I don't know if veins or cords in my legs are like longer than usual. You know, yeah, that's what they told me. Yeah, they say it's longer than usual. Some may say I'm meant to be like 7'5", but like,
You see another one. You see, it is more like
no,
Papa,
I'm
like,
just telling you,
type
like,
of person.
you
Like,
see, like when
you know how
other
tall he
limbs
is.
of your body
guy
are
is
long.
5'8".
When other, I'm not five. Why you date? Nah, you better cut that out. I'm not five. Why you lying to squad?
You're 5'8".
Bro, I checked literally this summer. I'm 5'10". Why you lying to squad? Oh, now word on anything. God's my witness. God, don't be lying to squad.
You see, do you know how to make man feel insecure? Just mention their
Bro,
height.
that was a personal shot. Personal shot. Just calm down. Okay. Calm down.
So,
Don't worry, after we can stand up for them. No, yeah.
okay,
Okay,
no
yeah.
problem.
Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, so they said so like it's like abnormally long, so you need to like tie it to attach it like the walls of my skin, like to make it shorter. If you understand. And I was like, me personally, I thought they were capping, so I was like, all right, but like I don't really think it's the case. So I had to get out of school for like a month. I missed school a lot of times because the thing, like cumulatively probably almost 4 to 5 months missed of school. Then so they performed the surgery. You know, it was a lot of pain that I went through. Obviously the anesthesia didn't let me feel pain during, but after a lot of pain, I couldn't walk for quite a few days. So I was just bedridden. Like a few weeks after when I finally got out of the hospital, I was just resting in the house for like a few weeks before I returned to school. Even when I returned to school, I couldn't get back to the normal things I had to do. I couldn't play sports. I couldn't walk, not complaining. Bus is lovely going to school. Don't want to walk again, yeah.
This guy is one of the dodges. This
I
guy will
couldn't
dodge.
And that
when it
one.
comes
So
to
this, I'm
walk.
fine now, but I'm still not walking.
Do you see that?
We're on the street.
Do you see that? People will do anything to go.
Nah, stuff not happening. Yeah, so I couldn't play ball or anything for like 6 months. So I was sitting there, I'm like, I've missed school. I just want to have a normal life and play my sports. You feel me? Because I like playing sports. It relieves stress and things like that. So when the month they said like after I can play elapsed, I started getting back into sports. First day the pain came back sharp. So then as the pain was back after the surgery, I was then contemplating should I tell my parents, things like that. Because like if they hear this, then maybe they may tell me that I can't play again, or maybe this is the cause. So I kept it for them for like quite some months, and like I told myself, I don't advise this. So by the way, if anyone's going through anything, don't. It's not a smart idea. I'm just the coolest person in the world, so it works.
You see,
but then,
yo, my guy.
Oh, you cool, relax. Oh, just make sure to cut this out. That's all. No, yeah,
it's not good. It's all coming.
Nah, better leave.
It's all.
Okay, so, where was I even? I've forgotten. Yeah. So like the pain came again. And I was there, I was like, nah, forget this. Even though I have the pain, like I can't let it limit me. I have to still push through. So like there have been countless games for years after where I've played through the pain. I've written tests through the pain. And I saw like maybe, that would just try and slow me down. Cause the fact that I even needs to make me sort of like handicap whilst I do all these normal things is a bit excessive to me. So I'm just like, okay. I won't see it as maybe I'm abnormal or something. These doctors, they were telling me that I was born this way. I've gone through 14 years of my life. They never came with. Now they tell me I'm born this way. Nah, I'm not believing that. So I just took it. I took the news. Obviously, I told my parents eventually that, yeah, I'm still having the pain. They asked me if I wanted to get another pain. I said, nah, don't worry. Then we'll go eventually. So me, I believe in my God, trust in my heart that He alone will take this thing away. And I'll just push through. Fight through when I have the pain. I fight through the pain. I do my assignments. I do everything like a normal teenager would. And that's what I've been doing ever since. The pain hasn't come in quite some time. So, I'm still pushing. I'm still believing. Because I feel like this is just me. Someone else has a worse case now. Someone's been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. I don't know why whenever someone says something, they always go to stage 4. Never stage 3, stage 2. It's always stage 4. Whenever you're giving cancer example. But someone has it worse than me, and they're also still pushing through. So it's not an excuse for me to just give up and now become crippled and by force take bus every day and things like that.
But you do take the bus every day.
That's not the point. So it's just an example.
You do that.
Yeah, that's not the point. It's just an example. Don't cop out. Or fight through. Don't take the easy way. Those of you who've been taking the bus in the morning, don't want to work in school. God is watching you. Simple and short.
God is what? God is watching you.
Watching you.
He's watching you.
Watching
okay,
you.
for sure.
If I take the bus, we're not the same. Once again, I stated earlier. We're not the same. Yeah.
Yo.
Next question.
I want to know what has been some of your biggest, or actually what has been the biggest realization that you've had throughout your journey of being a Christian?
Realization. Like what? Like revelation?
You can say realization. You can say revelation. You can say lesson. The biggest thing you've learned.
The biggest thing I learned is that, like, at the end of the day, we have like much little control than we know. You see, like, I realize, like, someone like me, I'm taking me for example. I love to plan out my life. I mean, I don't like actually plan, but I love to like set future expectations for myself, saying like this will happen, like, oh, this. But I realize that like anything can happen at any point in the day. So like we shouldn't like take days for granted. Like live every day as your last, for example. That's the biggest thing I've realized, because like nothing is promised. As you know, one day I was sitting there, this pain came to me. And many things happened. Like many examples of things happen, just random switches in my life. Like as you know, one day I came back from school. My dad sits me down. I told him I'm moving to Ghana.
And this was when you were...
This one I grew up in America, so this is when I was like ending 4th, 5th grade. I was just bam. Life changed like that. Cross continents. Like anything can happen at any time. And then you always have to remember that all things are working together for your good. So you shouldn't like... Me, I'm speaking from experience, because me, as he knows, at the beginning I didn't take it very well. Very, very negative approach.
Bro, Buddy was angry.
Very negative approach.
Buddy was angry.
You should understand that God knows what He's doing. Like sometimes God may allow bad things to happen to you just to nurture or mold you. It doesn't necessarily mean He's the one doing it to you, but it's just all for like your reason and growing up. So yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I want to know your thoughts on, let's say, Christianity in the youth. And
what do you mean?
Like when I'm talking about Christianity in the youth, I'm talking about how I want to know your opinion basically on the importance of religion in today's youth and in today's society, and why you think it's so important or why you think it's not so important.
Well, I mean, me personally, I think that like when you're young, it's easy for like our brains to not work too well. If you understand, I know that's the best way I can put it.
Bro, what?
That's the best way. No way. Like, I mean, how do I even say it? Like, sometimes, like, I feel like a lot of us, like, we do, me included, we do things and like think after.
Okay.
Do you feel me?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I get
We
it.
do things and think after. So, like, yes, I feel like religion is definitely important for, Christianity, like, for a sense of direction.
Okay.
You feel me? Because, like, without, like, a sense of direction, like, who knows? Right now, I could be like some upgraded Franklin Saints B.
Yo,
Like,
but
I'm just telling you, like, we don't know what could have gone down. You feel like anything, anything. But you know, God being there, obviously couldn't let that happen. Like the world couldn't handle. You understand? So I just feel like especially at this age, for a certain direction, because I realize like a lot of people, like when we grow older, like we then look back and wish we did certain things differently, or wish we did do some other things that we didn't do, either regrets or what ifs. I hate what ifs. Right now, 'cause I'm still living with some what ifs. Like, I hate what ifs. Like, I want to rather learn, like, for example, basketball. I rather take that shot with a chance that I'll miss than not take the shots. Me imagining, like, imagine I did some step back game winning 3.
but you didn't do anything.
And if I didn't do anything, I'd rather take it and miss than not do anything at all. Like, no what ifs. Just, you have to take risks. You have to do. Sometimes, one quote I love is, if you are waiting for the perfect time to jump, you never end up jumping. Because there's never a perfect time. Sometimes you just have to take that leap of faith.
For sure.
So, yeah.
It's about taking a leap of faith.
Yeah.
I see that. I mess with that. And I want to know right now, we are focusing on religion. This guy, by the way, we have like conversation. When I say conversation, it's like this guy can be in my room, I can be in his room, and like we'll be talking about like on some different levels. It's these type of conversations, and they will last for hours on hours. And one thing I've realized about this guy is that this guy knows scripture. He knows Bible. guy is learned, and there's a lot of things that I've learned from him when it comes to biblical principles. And I mean, Papa, what has been, let me maybe give 2 or 3, right? 2 or 3 of your, let's say, your favorite biblical principles or biblical lessons that you have learned.
You are what you think about. First one, definitely. As a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. No, I realized that like what resides in you. You see, always people say your actions will define you, right? But a lot of things I see in the Bible that Jesus himself said was like, you know, before you do something like commit a sin, before you steal in your heart before you go and steal. You feel
Really?
me? Like, before you go and steal, you have thought about stealing, accepted that you steal, and then you go and steal. Do you understand? So like, that's one of the biggest things I learned. I realized that like so much as accepting it, sometimes you can want to do something so bad, even though you don't do it, but you have given up in your heart. Like, let's say you are going to kill someone, and then some miracle, some insights happen, your gun jammed, something like that. The gun's not working again. You didn't kill anyone, but in your heart you kill someone. Because remember Jesus himself, he said that like, if you hate someone to the point so much anger, and you hate them, he's considers like the same level as like murder, same guilty as charged. Because like, if you can hate someone to the point where like if they die they wouldn't bother you, then you might as well kill them. Like you've committed murder. And I realized that. So as I realized like what is in your heart, like what resides in your heart is who you are. So what you believe, everything that is here defines you. And this place is also very dangerous. That's the second one. And heart naturally, I realize is evil.
Our heart is naturally evil.
Oh yes. I feel like trying to figure out the best ways to put it. Sometimes, you know, I know we've all had instances where we've done stuff now after asking ourselves like, why do we do it? Like I remember there's a scripture where Paul is like, oh, I hate myself. Like, what's a wretched human being? I'm like, I do the things I don't want to do, and I don't do the things I want to do. Cause like I feel like when you remove God and everything from that factor, like some of the things you would normally do. Like I always love there's this question like, what would you do if there are no consequences, things like that. Some of the things you normally do, Charlie. You bab. Man, now let's say, oh, you can go and steal $20 million, nothing will happen to you. Charlie, most people don't go and still repent. You still repent. You know that's right. You know, you be still as you're still here asking for forgiveness. That be the cry. You be still and repenting like you bab. It's like what? You see, that's why the thing is always what you do when no one's watching you. When I watch you, you put on a show. What you do when you're free is who you are. Like that's like the realest version of you. That's two. Third one is definitely everything is meaningless.
Everything is meaningless.
Yes.
You know, okay, wait. I think that one is from Ecclesiastes.
Mm-hmm.
That's from it. There you go. I was reading that.
See, it says the opening line is like hevel. Everything is hevel. Hevel is a Greek word, I think. Greek or Hebrew word. It's like it resembles smoke, like vanity. Like when you see smoke, it looks like an object. When you go to hold it, it's nothing. So it's like life. Like the guy was saying some facts. Honestly, I think the guy was depressed. If I'm like, I'm not even lying to you. See, some people say it's Solomon, some people say it's some teacher. They don't know who it is, but me, I think it's Solomon because it says son of David in there. But like the guy was depressed. Like, the guy be there. He said, "I've done everything under the sun. I've built houses, sex, what's called money, riches, horses, car, everything you can think of, every pleasure there is. He's done it. And at the end of the day, you come home, he's still sad. He said like everything is used, like everything you work for, like." He said wicked and evil people, they all share the same fate. You'll die. Someone can be wicked your whole life. Like they can steal, they'll get away. They'll get away, they'll steal, they'll get away. You work and you go to school, collect all your savings, all your A-stars. You'll learn 95, you won't make more than 60K a year. What someone will make in 1 week, you spend your whole life making. You did the right thing, did the wrong thing. That's the kind of world we're in. So, obviously, if you think about it like that alone, you'll be depressed. That's what I was saying. If you read that part, the guy, you think the guy is depressed. But the guy goes on to say that he then finds happiness in the little things, like spending time with family and laughing, drinking with friends, things like that, and having hope and faith that even though this world is miserable, you're going to a better world with your Lord after. So then, therefore, if like once you have that, you of course you'll be happy, you'll be free. But then if you're just thinking like, what's called the world we're in right now, because you always see bad things happen to good people. It's a common pattern everywhere you go. The book before Ecclesiastes, I feel like if you read that one alone, cry, you get some trouble because it's like Proverbs. It tells you work hard, you'll be rewarded. You put in the work, you'll be rewarded. Lazy people get nothing. Hardworking people get everything. Ecclesiastes can tell you that. Yes, that is true, but also sometimes there's gray areas in life. Someone will be lazy, they won't do anything, they'll win lottery. You work hard, you won't get anything.
Yeah.
So that's why if you put all your happiness and hope and things like that, the way this world is, it will just sadden you. So that's the third thing. Those are my top 3 things I like from the Bible.
For sure. That's very, very insightful.
Yeah.
This one, I'm only asking this question because I know that you know the Bible and you know scripture, but who is your favorite person in the Bible and why?
David. Not even slow.
David. Why David?
No hesitation. See, David, I feel like it was either David or Paul. I feel like they're the realest people in the Bible, to be honest. Like some people in the Bible, when you read, you think they never sinned or something, but we all know that's not true. But David, like, I look at David for so many reasons. Oh, yeah, I beg, of course, Jesus must
Hey, Charlie, it's true.
Charlie, seriously, wow.
Hey.
I beg. Jesus, of course, but like, I'm not talking about the people, normal people down there, David. David, like, when he was brave and things like that, the whole Goliath thing, like, it shows me, like, you shouldn't be scared of attacking obstacles in your life. You feel me? Like, this guy was, like, shorter than 5'8", as you will see. Tiny. Was it younger than, like, probably, like, in his teens. Versus over 10-foot giants. And he went, no fear, nothing is happening. He knew that God was him, like, things like that. And also, we all know what David did. Has great treacherous and.
Please, for those who don't know what David is, please can you explain what David did?
Okay, so he saw some nice girl bathing outside or something like that. Then the shaman was like, oh, sharp. So he knew that she was married. So, like, he went and, like, he made sure, he told the army commander that make sure, like, her husband dies. So when the husband was killed, he said sharp, they was going to marry the girl. Charlie.
Maybe some crazy movement too.
Charlie, it's like dedication be that too.
Hey, that's mad.
Dedication, bro. Chairman wasn't wasting. He knew what he wanted. You feel me? Wasn't wasting no time, bro. That was treacherous.
That's crazy. I
Treacherous.
can't lie. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Treacherous. The thing is that you see, the thing about David that I like is that of course we've all messed up. And the chairman committed murder for a girl, like
He killed somebody for kill.
nah, that's why people do other things, but murder there is wild. Even though she did the same, when God sends Nathan to kind of tell him, he used a parable and things like that. When David realized what he did, he felt like terrible. Like you could see like he was genuinely sorry for what he did. Like asking for forgiveness wasn't enough. The guy tore his clothes, didn't eat 40 days, 40 nights. He was begging God. Like he wrote like almost all of Psalms. Like writing songs. He was all over the place, like a madman, because he realized that he had failed God, failed himself. Like he did, like I actually really respect that, because like that's what I feel like I'm very similar. Like me, for example, like I feel that kind of pain in situations like that, and then I feel like that's the best. Having a like very active conscience is like the best thing you can ask for, because then it will keep you in check. Before you even come into like, let's say you see some money, I mean, you know that test. We've run it plenty times. You get some 100, you just keep on the floor. When you go and stand some corner and be watching people walk by, then you catch the person, you just go, hey, that's it. We've done it plenty times. Plenty times. The person who dropped the money and ran like, oh, I was coming to give you to teach. You're lying. It's not true. It's not true. Like things like that. Like before you are going to do something, then your conscience will just keep you in check. Like you'll be feeling guilty before you even commit the action. That's why I also like the thing I said earlier, like you commit the sin here before you actually do it. Because if you end up taking the money, that means you accepted here first before you go and take it. So yeah. But at the end of the day, child, you have to that's why I said we have to understand that like David himself shows that human beings very far from perfect. Me, I don't know. We are not perfect. We fall consistent fallness. And that keeping that in our mind, we shouldn't keep it like, oh, okay, then we can just slop around do whatever. But we should remember that like we have to strive for perfectness. Of course, like we'll not achieve it, but it still should be an aim, even though it's unachievable. You have to build the discipline to chase unachievable goals in this particular work, I'd say. So yeah.
Very, very interesting. These are insightful things. Papa, what would you tell somebody who is looking to start reading the Bible? They're looking to begin. Where would you show them?
There's some places like for avoid at the start. You feel me? Like, hey, okay, try God, no disrespect, but all the numbers, Deuteronomy and cool. Like, even though I'm reading that, I want to sleep. Just listening. I don't want to say useless things, but listen things like this person had this many daughters. Don't go there. One. Two, like start with the New Testament. First advice. If you start with the old one, like you hear some old things that may throw you off, but when you start with the new one, like you'll get better insights for those old things and see like what has changed. So now, like that's why I don't like people that like try like impose Christianity on other people. Like you should do this, you do that. I feel like it's between the person and God and themselves. God has their own personal relationship with people. So how the person is going, God and the person are going. So, yeah. I feel like you start the New Testament. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Read those 4 first. Don't want to mess up here. Seriously. Read those 4 first, then wherever you want to go from there, it's on to you.
Sure. And you brought my mind to something, and I want to know, do you think that as a society today, we judge people too much? And more specifically, as Christians today, do you think we judge people too much?
For sure. Me, myself, I'm guilty in the past. Right now, I feel like I've become better. Definitely we judge people too much. I don't know, it's like when you put yourself on some pedestal that this, then you start to look down on others and like, oh, this, you're not holy, you're not so, like you're really, it's not godly. Like in the Bible it says Jesus, he can't sit down with the sinners. He didn't go to the righteous people, like he went to the sinners. Those were the people he hung around with the most person he spent most time he spends people where the sinners. So I cannot ban for you. But I definitely feel like we do, especially cultural wise as well. Yes, Christianity, also cultural wise, and this our culture.
I was coming to go to.
We are very judgmental, very imposing. You should do this. You shouldn't do this. Like, you just allow it. Even if you think it's right in your heart, just allow. If you think you 100% you're correct, just allow God to speak to the person. If you try and say, if you by all means, if you don't say it, you'll die. Say it in the most respectful way possible, because we don't say it in the best ways.
So just speak our mind, and then Charlie.
It doesn't go well.
Whatever happens. That type of thing.
It doesn't go well after that.
Yes, now we are going into this. You've already kind of mentioned it a little bit, but Charlie, Ghana, more specifically, like I want to focus on Ghana, but we'll go Africa on a larger scale. But Ghana, I want to know, what do you think is or are the biggest problems that we face as a society, and what do you think is the solution to
society? Hey, if you ask me solution there, I don't know what I'll tell you.
My problem there, you can mention it.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Look. Yes.
So I shouldn't look at the camera.
No, look at the camera. It's a conversation.
You see, that's the thing. Like,
do like that.
Like this.
That'd be all. So just make sure that the thing is pointing. That'd be hard.
Okay, so with Ghana, I mean, biggest problem is definitely character.
Character.
Yes.
Why do you say character?
See, everyone thinks the problem is education. That's his part of the problem. Yes, 50%. Other half is character. Like, you see, you can be educated. That means my thing is that education can use it for both good and bad. That's what people are feeling to me. I think the whole thing is education. But when you're educated, then you have the wits and skill to do bad things as well.
That's true.
Speaking from me, we all know that, I used to be bread stealing champion Wednesday nights.
Hey, Charlie, this guy is legendary status, bro. Hey, this guy.
I stole the whole school's bread. 150 loads.
Yo. This guy, like, when I tell you that, this guy was moving weights. Like, you think this guy is a drug dealer? He's just moving
so you
bread.
see, when you get these skills from watching TV, learning in school.
Bread.
Learning in school.
Nightcap bread. Like, you see this guy, like, Papa is just, he's like that. But this guy is a bread.
We went with boys, buckets, backpacks, we stole everything.
Bread, like
everything,
you just
8 p.m. sharp.
Bread, and he just
so
you didn't even eat all them. You ate like how many?
It was meat pie. I ate like 2, 3,
2 or 3. But
just dashed it
150,
out after
150. And you went to just go and give boys. Hey, we've got to take bread. We've got to take bread.
That's all. You see, when you get sense like this, you can use it for other. So that's why I said the character is also important. But when you develop the education, you develop the ability to both do good and bad. But then you have to remember that it's also important to develop the character of the person as well, because then it's a character that will make you do the good things. For example, people are learning how, as you know, recently your boy copped his license, live stuff. So,
yo, my guy.
So, we know drivers on the road. We know the driving situation in this country. You know, like we're playing GT, Charlie. So if your reflex is not fast, you can't.
Everyone for themselves.
You
have to mafia them for
so like the thing is that all these people gathered the education. They learned how to. At least I hope they learned how to drive. So they got the education, but their character was, I'll get there first.
If you don't see, it's either mafia or be mafia.
That's all. Mafia or be mafia. There's no option. Me crash as the camera, mafia some bro. Make I no lie you. Cause shy, the thing if you know mafia to you, so that's the problem. So the thing is that like that you get the education, but they chose that no. Although I know the rules, I also now that I'm smart, I also know how to go around the rules. So people feel like rules are made to be broken. That's arguable, but they also made to keep society in check. In Ghana, things like littering, driving, simple like abiding by things. Someone can see sign saying don't like this is the most annoying thing. Most annoying thing. I don't know if it be near my barber shop. It be one way. By force, some other car could come like this. By force, by fire.
And you wait to tell if no car there.
It be one way by force. And like you see the thing. You see say it be one way, but by force. So when other cars they come to them go meet you for there, everybody just the beep that when you see you stuck there, you're reversing, trying to go back. Like if it be me, I will get out the car and lash you.
You are lying.
Relax. Can't make me look like no stuff. Yeah, relax.
Yeah.
But still, like Charlie, you Bob.
This guy is careful, bro.
Charlie, like hey, you see him by force you go.
I can see this thing is frustrating you, fam.
That like it vex me something. You say like me them plenty like cars they count this guy they count. I said, Me,
Ghana
I was even
guy.
angry at that. The people behind me, like, I'm sure they would have beaten the guy if he wasn't careful. They would have beaten him. The guy spoiled plans. Things like that. I feel like, and because it's showing everywhere, in schools, jobs, workforce, everything, common daily lives, common activities. And I feel like if that is fixed, honestly, I don't think there's any way we can't go. I feel like that's the major problem, the character.
Character. So how do you fix character then?
See, that's what the wahala is. I don't know myself.
Okay. Any guesses as to maybe what do you
I
think?
don't know, cause you see, some people say you have to teach them the right thing. But being a human being myself, I can say that knowing the right thing doesn't necessarily mean you do the right thing. No. It just knows what you should be seen doing. You understand?
What you should be seeing.
What you should be it's calculations. I'm telling you. You should know what you should be seen doing. When you're not seeing, what you do is onto you. But I know what you should be seen doing. So that one, like, I remember growing up in America, let's say we make late. Highway, every car over speed limits at least by 20 miles. That's all. Then they see someone police car come to everybody drop 20 miles straight. You see everyone they touch brake, everyone brake lights come on. Everybody. I go show you see you understand.
I Ghana, you don't do this.
You see, but that's the thing. So that's the thing. That's why I feel like people don't understand. Character itself, it's not like Ghana character is terrible, but out there too is terrible. The only difference is when you're caught doing the terrible, Yawa comes. But now they trust me, like if police know they we all go speed, even if we did wherever in the world. But here too, even when you're caught, you can avoid and things like it's things like that. Because if you're telling me try and make everybody better, everybody have good character, it's not possible. You can increase, but everybody follows rules. You're living in dreamland. It can't happen.
Me personally, I'm thinking about character, right? And how I think maybe we could improve the situation. And the theory that I have is that character is not like what made the person. It's like nature versus nurture. And I think a large part of their character is due to their nature and their environment and the things that they've been influenced by. So I'm thinking that maybe a solution to the character problem is having better role models, better influences on people's lives.
How do you plan to make that happen?
You have the podcast. You spread the podcast. You spread something like the podcast. Something like this, for example. You have more of these. More people who want to start things.
You know watch Creed before, make a flow sound Creed. You go watch Creed, and next morning you go do 50 push-ups. See, every day I do 50 push-ups in the morning. Go do 1, 2, 3, 4 days, stop. That'll be how it is.
That's certain people.
Obviously,
look. Obviously, there are people who, yes, it's only like temporary. That will happen. But there are also some who actually, like, let's say, for example, they're watching this. It will ignite something in them to now also go and start their own and go and do something. And maybe their own also does the same thing for somebody else. And like that, you have more and more of these little events that come together. And now they form a bigger picture. And now you have more and more people who are looking to start something like this. Whether it is starting a podcast, whether it's even writing a book, whether it is creating a course, teaching people something. Like, the opportunities for those things, they are endless. And right now, that's what I'm feeling like. Our responsibility as people in the youth, as people who are inside, who are the youth, like, our responsibility is to be that influence, be the person that people can look up to and be like, okay, yes, this person inspires me. Let me do something like what they are doing. If they can do it, I can also do it. You see, because if we don't have people to look up to, and if we don't have those role models, if we don't have those examples of like, okay, yes, this is a successful thing. Somebody's doing this, somebody's following their passion. If we do not have that, then that one day, that's when the character, who else are you going to look up to? The people who are doing the other things. And then that's when you start to inspire more and more bad boys and bad girls. Like, it comes from there.
You see, I agree with that. I feel like their goal is making the people like, let's say you and I, amen, more like the population, you understand? I'm just saying, listen, be safe, you know. Like, make sure that people that are like, try and stand up, like, be the majority. Because one thing I stand by is, of course, bad people will never leave us. Personally, as I said before, I think we're all bad people by nature.
Okay.
But I feel like once more people are seeing, like, if you see the majority doing a good thing, you'll be afraid to do the bad thing. Because let's say, like, everyone's following the speed limits. You pay, you want speed, they'll catch you. You understand? It's quick.
Yeah, so you will not do.
What, even though you want to do, you will not do.
Oh, I just remember the quote. Okay, yes. I forgot who said this quote. I forgot, but you just reminded me of this thing. Okay, so, okay, so what is this? I'm paraphrasing because I don't really remember the full thing, but basically it's this: we do good things not because we are righteous, but because we are afraid.
That's a serious debatable quote. But it's true and not true at the same time. But I feel like for basis it's true.
Because you're afraid of like either what will happen to you or what people will think of you.
That's one. Two, but there's some few, fine enough, everything, there's nuance to it too. Like, let's say, there's some few people, because of some very few people have like very strong moral values and will never ever do some things. Not even because of religious beliefs or anything like that, but like, like, it's almost extremely rare, but there's some people who just like, they just won't do it. That one, not everyone can be like that. I know I'm not like that. So like, I but I know that there's some few people where like, by their own willpower, they can go. But it's almost impossible. It's not common. That in that instance, something like this quote won't apply. But you see, people like us, let's say Christians, we believe that, God is changing our hearts. You see, we won't do certain things at the start because we are afraid of God. Over time, it's supposed to near off to because you are becoming like God.
Mm-hmm.
Like you like the things he likes, you hate the things he hates. I feel as though now, in this society, that's rare. Majority of people, even if you remove God factor, you put in society. People, like I said, people only won't do some things because they're afraid of the retribution. If there was nothing there, what they would do shows what they are. And I feel, like I said, the money situation, the speeding situation, people, because of, once again, our nature, I feel like that's the only way this world, you can really prosper a world with rules and repercussions. Because as we know, in the past, BC times, all those times ago, plenty things, the price was death. You steal, you die. Anything you die.
Down there, no bro, we steal. Hey.
You bab. You hear that one? Obviously, we can't do that now because it's unethical. But like, I'm just saying, like, as for consequences for your actions, they need to remain. But I feel like me personally, I'm someone who believes that whether someone doesn't know, your consequence will come. Yeah.
Until it to come, that one the to come.
You can't like not like they made you do something. Like I'm not saying like you should be upset now something bad will happen to you, but like nothing goes undone. If you understand, like if you do something, a result of your action will come one day. Although yes, let's say whether good or bad, it can be good, it can be bad.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, like it's not necessarily
it works
bad.
both ways.
It works both ways, but like
you reap what you sow, basically.
Love is. I call it that. There's this book that calls it the law of the harvest.
Yeah, the law of the harvest.
You reap what you sow. I love it so much. But like what you do will pan out your path. People say your actions do define you. It's difficult because kind of they do.
Yeah, the choices you make today they impact your tomorrow.
They may not define who you are, but they define where you'll be
and where you go.
And where you go. You understand?
For sure.
They are of paramount importance. Whether you like it or not, that's just how it is.
That's how life is, man. That's how it is.
Sometimes, like I feel like there are some days I just have to accept that, Charlie. Life this so. Trust me, if I could create an alternate universe, I would have done.
This guy.
But we can't.
This guy.
We can't, so Charlie, we move.
Oh my days. I want to let's segue off of this, and I want to go back to the 4 a.m. our routine. So for context, I actually covered this in my book, and if you guys didn't know, I think inside, yes, he's one of the characters inside the book.
I'm a character.
Yeah, character inside the book.
That's crazy.
He's on.
I knew flexing points. You didn't inside book.
You don't read my book. That's why, because you don't read my book yet. Because I cut you.
Relax.
You haven't read my book yet.
Relax,
that's
right?
why you didn't even know. You didn't even know that you were inside the book.
I go read.
But now that you know you're inside the book, now you read the book.
Why
now you want to see
like
the
that?
book?
Why make that?
Because you haven't read the book.
This better
yet.
not enter the recording.
It's inside.
It's not like that.
Do you know he got the book? He got the book in when did he get the book? June.
I'll read.
In June.
I'll read.
When I say June, I mean like early June. Like this brother, he got a book, bought a book. Yeah, Charlie, the book is hard. Like, yeah, send me a picture that he's coming to start reading.
Don't worry.
You know if you read.
Don't worry. You people,
Bro, the book by the way, but the book is like 80 pages, and this is like a reminder, get that stuff. It's on Book Nook and Amazon.com. The book is very, very good. But anyways, speaking of that, one of the stories that I highlight inside the book,
I will know that.
Yeah, you will know that soon. Okay, don't worry. It's about our whole journey, and when I was in MIP5, and you were at MIP4, and we were going to the basketball court in the mornings. Where you were my what's it called, basketball guy. Like when I will go, we'll go and train and we'll go and play. And Charlie, during that period, obviously, like I'll be lashing him in the basketball. And
once again, we remember stories differently. They're lashing me.
Yo, buddy. Don't act like I was not flashing.
The last 1v1 we had, who won?
Oh my days.
The last two we have, funny enough, who won? The last two we've had, who has won?
Hey,
don't even bring yourself here.
This brother, ain't no way you can call that a win. There's no way you can call that a win.
The last two we've had have won.
Oh my days. Just so you know, if you guys want to see a 1v1 like film, like I'll put on this channel, I promise you.
No problem. We can run fresh round for them.
We can.
Any day of the week.
I can live stream it. We can
day
do
of
it
the week.
live, bro. If you guys want to see it, just comment it.
I'll only use my right hand.
You think you're some guy or what? You are not going anywhere, brother. You are not doing anything.
Okay.
This guy. Anyways, that whole journey. To me, initially, I thought that you were, part of the people who got the motivation from watching Creed and they still want to go and play the basketball for some 1 weekend.
It did inside, though, but I have my personal reasons. It did inside. I have my personal reasons.
The basketball, during that whole process, I want to know what kept you going. And before you answer it, the reason why I'm asking you what kept you going is because some people, me, I'm also included in it when I say some people, some of us, we go through certain periods in our life where it's very hard. Let's say we are doing a good thing, but it's very, very hard to continue doing it, to be consistent. And this is actually something that I learned this Sunday at church. And basically, the guy was saying that what the Bible says do is hard to do. What the Bible says don't do is very easy to do.
Simple and short.
Very, very simple, very short. And I was like, that was actually very true. That was very, very true. And something like this is like, the Bible wouldn't necessarily tell us to go and work out and go and do those things, right? But it's something that is beneficial, something that's constructive to you in your career and your life in general. But doing it over a sustained period of time is difficult. Like sometimes it can get very, very hard. Absolutely. So what kept you going, and what would you say to us who struggle with that and staying consistent?
I've definitely struggled staying consistent with things. As my parents don't know, I used to do something like lacrosse. I was like every day. Buy me lacrosse stick, buy me goal, everything. I'm coming to be like after 3 months I stopped. But I still fly around there once in a while. Guitar, same story. Saxophone, same story. I don't know. Basketball, there was something about it. I played soccer my whole life growing up. I was in a soccer team called Britain Academy when I was in America. Travel around the what's it called, the state small. Play Bethesda, play here. Different games. Saturday, of course, my mother won't let me go because of church.
If you see this guy play football, Charlie.
Then that one they call me Zero. If you don't know, you can ask the squad.
It's not
when on the streets they call me Zero. But yeah, when quarantine, I have a cousin. He's in Ghana actually. He was always playing. I'll fool around with him, small the ball, but I couldn't do anything better. Then when quarantine came, I don't really remember. I went back to my home in America, stayed with my friends for 3 months. They were playing basketball every day, and I wasn't doing anything. I'll play, but I wasn't proper. I hate joining teams and being oh, okay, we'll take him. Not be sharp, we take nothing in bash.
You come.
Child, that's in the bash.
Yeah, charity case.
So I'll play. If I'm lucky, I'll throw some ball, enter. Charlie, hard guy. I said nah. Then I said okay. Then me and my cousin, we started some habit. It was in the cold, so we wear jackets and we'll bike 3 miles and we'll get there. We'll play basketball 1 hour and we'll come back. They every day, 5 times a week. This was when I was American. I came to Ghana and I was low-key, I enjoyed playing. It was fun. And my dad told me that another one of my cousins plays basketball every day for 1 hour outside to lose weight. At this point, I was a bit big.
On the chubby side.
Yeah, you feel me? So I also wanted to slim down a little. So I said, okay, let me just start playing every day, lose weight. So I played 1 month, get some Creed motivation songs, go in the back, whole playlist from the movie. You understand? Playing. I don't know, like it became so natural to me. Like at this time, I was in we were doing online school because of COVID. And I was sending pictures and videos to my friends. They'll be like, "Oh, since when you start playing basketball and things?" And I was like, "Oh, I just started." They said, "How you go?" I said, "Oh yeah, I'm getting back. Sorry, I bet." Then I played with them. So one time, after like 2 months of me starting to play, I played with them once. Like they beat me. Not like they beat me. Yeah,
Them last year.
Yeah, them lash me. Nah, it bashed me small, but like no, yeah, I just start. Then I go to school with these boys like, oh, nah, he's okay, but like, he no go fit play plus us.
Yeah.
And I heard it, I said, nah, I can't have this. I said, I can't have this. So I remember that day when I go home, I text my cousin. I said like, for send me all the vids, everything like I need to do. What do you advise? What do you advise? I started playing every single day, 2 hours minimum. Then I started I had developed tendinitis, left knee.
OSD.
Mm-hmm. No, that's OSD. This one's tendinitis. OSD too, it came. This one is tendinitis. Like patella tendinitis. It's just like a pain of excessive pressure on the tendon here. So the doctor said I should start taking breaks. I said, okay. I ignored them. I continued playing. My parents vexed. They hit my shoes. They hit the balls in the house. I'll go outside. I'll be jumping. I'll be trying to touch them barefoot.
Dedication.
I was getting hit too, but like Charlie, like I even forgot about them at the point. Like I just couldn't stop. Every day, like if I didn't play basketball, I started to feel sick.
So what ignited that? Like where did that come from? Like why?
Me, I'm someone that like I like to say to the people that my memory is crazy. Like I remember everything. And when someone says something like that to me, like I can't do something, it's stuck there. And by all means, I want to prove them wrong, just so I can get the ha. Sometimes I don't lie. Sometimes it's actually a bad thing. Like you shouldn't always keep it in you, but like sometimes I use it as motivation to push. So like when that was there, I was at home. I had nothing doing, watching Netflix. I said, "Vim, when I come back, I have to be the best. I have to be everyone." Then when I finish beating them, I go ha, you bab. So training. No, then I travel go America. I go play my cousin. He was shocked that I've become better. I said, "Charlie, I'm on a mission." And then he said, "Okay, Vim, you give me some drills." Every day I was out, hot sun, getting blacker and blacker. Playing. Oh, don't worry, it's going down. Don't worry. Real ones no. Playing every day. I got a knee brace to just fight to the pain because I wasn't stopping. I was playing. As you know, I explained the leg thing I experienced, but that was after like, I was playing every day. Then I came to SOS. No, before I came to SOS, I played my friends. Again, I beat them. It was a close game, but I won.
It was nice, eh? Nah. It was nice.
Once I tasted that win there, I didn't want to stop winning, so I kept on playing. Never stopped. When I came to SOS, I remember first day of school, you guys came in our room. Seniors. Now and then, when I had boys school seniors, I was thinking they were coming to lash me or something, but then I did cool. Of course, I'm a hard guy. Real ones know. So, what's it called? I sat down and you guys asked me what sports do I play. I said basketball. They said, what player do you see yourself as? And I was thinking, I was coming to say Steph. Then you told me someone already went to say Steph Curry. Then they go Shan.
Shout out to Nungwa Steph Curry. Shout out to Nungwa
Steph. Shout out to you. You know who you are, bro. You know who you are, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. So I said, okay, Vim, Kyrie. They were like, okay. Then so I was thinking in my head, okay, I can't go and mess up. Because now they're Charlie. If they will call me Nungwa Kyrie, I'll go take down.
The player come there.
But I was already angry that I was coming to the school. So I had some motivation. I said, okay, at least there's one thing I like here. They have a nice court. I said, Vim. Then I was sleeping, cried, and I think it was Nevin games wake me up early in the morning. 5, they're going to play ball. I said, hey, why am I lying? That was the second night. I didn't even sleep. I couldn't sleep that night.
Yeah.
I was awake the whole night. Mosquitoes were biting me.
First night in boarding school.
I didn't sleep. If I slept like 10 minutes, we're going around completing my life for the next 4 years. So and then 5, he entered my room saying with that playing. I said to him, I got my shoes. KD 14s. I remember that. Those purple ones. Sharp. Go courts. Then the squad was just shooting around. I saw Sean B one that likes you guys around Barfordance. And then I said, oh, let me get a ball. I shot. First shot entered. Then you give me the ball again. I shot. My second shot entered. Give me the ball. And then everyone was like, hey. I said, oh, Kamika at that time. Let me not lie. Like, I wasn't shooting like that too. But like, it was coming. Like, I knew that it was like something I was good at. But it was coming. So when I made my like 3 in a row flats, like everyone was shocked. Mika was shocked some more. I said, okay, good. I see the vision from now on. Wow, what I'm doing here. Then we played the game, and I was balling. And my team won. Like, and that feeling of winning, the feeling I get after winning, like, it just feels the same. Even though, of course, people didn't doubt me or put me down or anything, still, I beat them. And now they have to go to their room knowing that freshman, junior, like 5-5 game, Chabi beats you basketball. It's not a nice feeling. But it's a nice feeling for me. You understand me? So, after that, of course, I just wanted to keep on pushing because there was one guy, two guys. At this time, as for nowadays, you know I've beaten you. But at this time, I was aiming to beat you. You and Sean Bewa. We've passed one.
You have no. I promise.
Believe
Yo,
yourself.
drop Joe. Yo, I'm actually. If you want to see that 1v1, this guy actually thinks that he's him. Like, yo, this guy.
I've
This
beat
guy
you, so
thinks he's
next
him.
one.
Yo, this guy actually thinks he's him.
Next one.
My
So I said, okay. My goal is to be the best. So when you said, oh, IBL is coming, Isaac, they've canceled Isaac because of COVID, but will come again. And you said, let's wake up at 4 and go and play basketball. I was like, Vim. Because I'm going to be watching Creed and these things. I never had anything like that. That every day I was doing in quarantine. It was in the middle of the day, like 2, 3. But that waking up at 4 to work out, I've never done before. So once I started there, I said, I don't want to stop because I feel like a hard guy. But I took that year, that one day, like, I don't have a witness, unfortunately, but like, I didn't take any hot showers that entire year. Only cold. You have to replicate the movie.
This guy was a fool.
Wake
Like,
up at 4, ball, 5, come, cold shower, go and sit in the day already for school. Repeat. I was feeling like a soldier.
yeah, but waking up in the morning, I know that feeling. When you wake up in the morning after sleeping for some sweet sleeping, when the alarm hits and you say, Charlie, make a bed small. Make
That thing, there's a solution to the thing. Actually, you just have to stand up. The minute you stand up, like, the blood flows and everything, like, you won't go back.
Do you know something?
Except Andy, if he's watching this. I don't know if he's a monster.
There's some people who
Charlie, Andy, like, the guy says waking up to practice. I wake up, I help him up. He go his closet, he got his clothes, wore the clothes, wore his shoe, and I came back in bed. See, that one there, God said by force for sleep.
No,
So I
but
said,
do you know something? Somebody can wake up and they can be like fully ready, everything. They'll look at their bed and they'll remember they sleep that tight. They sleep with sauce. And they say, okay, let me touch it. Let me just touch the bed for some 2 minutes. That's it. You not see them again till the morning.
That guy there, that day I gave up. I said, "Shall you make you bed?" This is why I did. I guess I carry you there myself.
He wants them to do.
You know, go. So I said, Charlie, hey, you said for can wake him up, beat at school. You know me, quick in and out. Now I'm like, unless we punch the guy before you go wake up, I don't know how you go do him. But I don't know, me, when I wake up and I'm on my bed and I'm running, I'm like, oh, I'll probably go back to sleep. But if I stand up, I won't go back.
Okay. So what do you tell people who are watching, who are trying to really, let's say, not really wake up in the morning, but stay consistent? Okay, let's say they wake up in the morning actually, and they're trying to get that schedule in place. What do you tell them to like?
See, right now, you
stay
should not be
consistent?
asking me because I'm keeping a solid 12-1 waking up schedule. You feel me? You shouldn't be asking me that. But
Okay.
if you're talking about me in my prime,
Yeah, your prime.
Yeah, you know what I'll say is, you see, people say I'm a morning person, I'm a nice person. That thing, I don't think, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think anyone's really born a morning person. If you're born a morning person, you're probably a psychopath. Like, when you wake up early like that and the sleep was sweet, how would you know someone to go back? Like, you must be mad. So, what I'll tell you is that it depends on how bad you want the thing.
Okay.
You see, like, me, the best is all I had, though. My grades were not sharp back then. No girl or nothing like that. No, all I wanted was to be the best. That's all I had. Like, that's all I was aiming for.
You wanted it so much.
I wanted it so much, so I'll wake up. So I feel like if you don't have that burning inside, this is a book I'm reading right now called Starts With Why. Near reason. See, like, if you don't have that burning inside to why you want to do the thing, I feel like you won't do it. You'll do it for some time. Like I said, after we finish Creed, trust me, I'm the best gymmer the whole Ghana for 3 days.
Jimmer.
The whole I wake up 100. Split them out 2020. 3-minute breaks in between. 100. I said I could do them every day for the rest of my life. 1 week I strong. That be all. Like, you go eat what? Raw chicken, then broccoli. Hey! All people that do that thing there, even so now, Charlie. When the pizza and things are catching you. Nah. It's not possible.
You can't do something. Okay. Well, Charlie, Papa, this thing has been a very long episode. I don't know how long this episode is.
For real.
I hope the thing is still recording, because if it's not recording, we do double yawa. there's serious yawa. So let's just, Charlie, we're coming to the end, but before we end, I have a question to ask you.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for those who I forgot to do it with, but basically it used to be, and I'm trying to bring it back. It used to be a tradition on the show. I got it from another podcast called Diary of a CEO. And basically what happens is the previous guest asks a question for the next guest without knowing who the guest is. And then so on and so forth.
So I have to ask one question.
Yeah, but I'll ask you the question that was asked before. And then after that's done, then you ask me that question that I'll ask the next guest. I don't know who the next guest is going to be. You don't know who the next guest is going to be. But you're just asking that question. Okay? So the question that the person asked me, and this person is Mr. Edward Hightower. He's the CEO of Lordstown Motors. Okay?
Charlie.
So he asked me, how have you last run to the fire?
Run to the fire.
And when he says fire, for those who have not seen that episode, but we're going to watch that episode if you haven't seen that episode. Very valid episode, lots of knowledge inside. But basically, the fire means when have you last done something or stood up to a situation where people would shy away from? And when have you last, as I stepped up to the plate, basically?
I feel like I've done it quite sometimes. I'm always, okay, in the past, I'm like, it was for negative reasons, because I just wanted to say, like, I did it, but I'm always someone who would generally go the harder way out. Even if I'll be lying to myself that I'll leave, I'll probably still end up doing it. But the last one I can remember is probably my subject selection.
Okay.
In the IB. Remember, I asked you, if I should do the treacherous math HO. This chairman said, I know for do. I've asked people in the past, them say, I know for do. I remember I asked Andy and Cody, they said if I do it, I'll bomb flats because of the other subjects I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, so going to the summer, I just said, I'm not going to do it. Like, I won't die. I'll still do one thing like that. Then, I don't know, whenever I was going to the woman to drop the thing, Miss Addison, like, something me just like wouldn't let me drop it. I don't know. Like it felt wrong, almost. Wrong to drop. So, I entered blindly like that. I said, you know what? Let me do first week. I be first week, I can change. I did first week. I entered first class, they gave us a test. We haven't done anything before. Give us a test. Go punish him. He knows where he is. I went 3 months. That time was too late. I don't know, even till now, there's been days where like I have my doubts. But I'm not regretful that I did it. Even though like I would say it's definitely as hard as they were saying. But I haven't bombed.
Charlie, opposite to bombing, he's flying.
Relax for me.
Charlie, yo.
Relax for me.
When I say the guy is smart too, Charlie, he showed me. I was surprised, dude. Like,
Relax
Charlie, the guy that show love also.
But Charlie, it's not pretty. It's not pretty.
Charlie.
But like, I realized that like, you know, I'll meet places in life where decisions like this will happen. Like, there will be easy way outs and there will be other ways where like, Charlie, like, it looks almost impossible.
For sure.
But then that's why I say I like David. Me, my hard guy, if I see Giants, I won't go. As for how much he did is on to him. Me, I won't go. Me, I'm telling you, I won't go. Now, onto the army, whether they want to die, they want to die, is on to them.
For sure.
Me, I won't go. So, like, I feel like all of us, we have giants in our life. We have to fight our giants. David, he killed his giants. We have to kill our giants. But the thing is that we have different giants along the way. And I feel like this is the first of many. So if I don't learn to stand up and fight now, like, I'll never end up doing it. It reminds me, like, in the past, I used to be on it when I grew up in, what's it called? Before I moved, I lived in a town called Potomac. Before I moved to Potomac, I lived in Bethesda. And then I was at some swim team called YMCA. And then at the end of every practice, they were like, oh, if you want, you can do an extra 400. I hate people who do that thing, trying to guilt you be, or if you want, you can. So then all of us will not go. Then that one guy will go destroy everything for us. Because that one guy that went, now all of us look bad.
Yeah.
Like, if no one does homework, then that one student goes to turn the homework. Like, Charlie, come on. Like, so like, obviously that one guy went. And I'm there, I'm like, but he said we can go. Then when I want to go, I'm feeling bad. I'll just go and kill myself in the water there, Charlie. At least I did it. I'm not dead. Things that are like, I feel like they'll come. So if I don't learn, if I don't build the habit now, everything's about habits. If I don't build a habit now, I'll be running away forever. And I don't want to run. I want to My dad told me one thing that always sticks with me. He says if someone has done it, it means it's possible.
That's true.
So as long as it's been done before, I don't know why you should be thinking that you can't do something. They're not better than me. They don't have anything I don't. Things like that.
For sure. Papa, for those who want to talk to you and get in contact with you,
Hey.
plug your IG for them, plug your socials. Let them get in contact with you. Where do they find you?
Okay, the IG at papak.oe.
Okay, Papa Kato. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oe.
Is that do you want to plug any other socials, or is that the social that you want them to
I'll keep that social.
keep down?
Okay, the snap is the same
Okay.
tag, same tag name.
Okay, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, well, it's been a very, very interesting episode, very long episode. If you've enjoyed the episode, please press the subscribe button, like the video, comment. Charlie, if you would see that 1v1, I'm with the smoke. They're filming that because this guy is actually thinking that
They're always talking.
because now like for real, like actually this guy actually thinking that
always
he's him.
talking, bro.
This guy, we're not doing any long talk. If you want to see that 1v1, just comment it down below.
If you lose
I think
subscribers,
if we get
Degree.
maybe how many comments must to do that 1v1? How many comments must to do the 1v1?
I see one pay.
You just want to see
Run out. Okay,
Hey.
five. Solid five.
five comments.
Your
He just
dignity is
needs
on the
five.
line.
Ah,
I did try to see
I
you.
will brother. I
I did try
will
to
lash
you.
you. I will. It's your okay. Don't worry. See, man said 5 comments. Fine. I mean, it's not a problem. So if you want to see that 1v1, Charlie, 5 comments, and then we gonna make that happen. Filming that 1v1, we'll film it. So that one day we'll film it. So yes. Yeah, Charlie. If you're messing with the boy too, follow my IG. It's Canfor-Dumas. You know, we are posting behind the scenes on my stories. We'll have clips from the episodes on my Instagram. And you can also, DM me, bro. I love to hear from everyone. I like to hear your perspective on the videos that I have. Maybe other guests that you like to have, ways that I can improve the show, anything that can help the show in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, without further ado, I believe in you. We believe in you. Go and make the world a better place. Don't just live life, but thrive. Love you all.